Organized business says South Africa presents a poor investment climate for both local and foreign investors. Delegates heard that the energy situation needed urgent attention, with calls for the speedy implementation of the energy plan. Poor water infrastructure also affects communities and businesses alike. Businesses say this, along with the weak law enforcement and policy uncertainty, need to be addressed to change the picture for the better.
If we don't move urgently to implement the announcement of the President, then we will again fall into the trap of having plans but not implementing. And the energy situation is probably one of the most critical and urgent issues that we need to deal with. And we believe that we can work together to actually make that happen.
Labour Minister Thula Singesi says it's incorrect to say South Africa is xenophobic. This with reference to the rise in anti-migrant sentiment fueled by the competition for resources and economic opportunities. Singesi says the Labour migration policy will solve this problem.
There's no xenophobia in South Africa. People just exaggerate when they do not want to do research and look for answers. The fight is over the scarce resources between the poor. That's the fight. And I want to say, we have proposed a labor migration policy which talks to 4 or 5 issues. That one, all workers, be they national or foreign workers, have a right to basic labor legislation. Secondly, we must respect the constitution of this country.
Organized labor, on the other hand, is calling for a reform of labor laws to keep up with the changing world of work brought about by COVID-19.
How do you really enforce the 40 or 48-hour working week at home? It's very difficult. Comment Minister Nxesi mentioned the case of a worker injured working from home. How does she claim from COIDA? I think she will struggle. So I think we also have to say, have employers commit CAS, have employers really develop policy to make sure that remote work is in compliance with the labor laws? I doubt so. Again, we could say it's fine for us white-collar people, but what happens to those who cannot work remotely? So someone who lives in an informal settlement, in a backyard, or in a rural village in Limpopo, they'll be left behind if we're honest. I think also as the trade movement, we have to ask ourselves, have we really developed strategies to reach out to organize, to protect the rights of workers who work remotely?
The community constituency says there's a need for a new social compact and it should prioritize economic growth, job creation and social relief to fight hunger in communities. Gloria Safagomusi, SABC News, Johannesburg.